All right, we got some apples here. About to wash them. I just took all the stems out, so we didn't cut those up. All right, we gotta do something about the lighting over here because shadows are garbage. But we got this thing loaded up. We got it powered up. We got one apple loaded. We're gonna see what the distance is. We want 1/4 of an inch. So we're gonna cut one apple as a test. We have all these ready to go.
Zero YouTube videos on how to use this thing.
Yeah, I was really shocked. We could not find anything on how to set this.
The manual version of this, there's a lot of them, but there's none of the electrical version. So guess what we're doing after this is done? Once we figure this thing
We're going to
out.
make YouTube videos and help people out. The handle goes here.
The manual, if you're doing it manually.
Oh, okay. So
if you're doing it electrically, then you're supposed to put this
there's a
thing
button here.
on.
So we're going to take this top off. That goes underneath.
Oh, like that,
Underneath, because it's going to fall out. And then we just slide this out as it goes. You got to put it flush.
Well, I tried, but the handle's on the way.
What handle?
Little thing. Now it is. Let's go.
Put this. Put that back on. I can't do it one-handed. All right, we're going to try this out and see what happens. We're going to flip the switch.
Hey, that looks good. Is that right?
And that feels good. All right, there's one apple. That was quick. That was very fast. That seems a little thin.
Think it's too thin?
Hold on. All right, so that was 1/8. We were a little bit too thin, so we're gonna try one more apple. That looks about the same. All right, so this was our first attempt. These were just a little bit too thin. They're about 1/8 of an inch, perfectly 1/8 of an inch actually. And these are, they might even be just a little bit too big. We can take this down just a hair. And I think we got it.
This makes me so nervous. He took the cover off, which makes me extremely nervous.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because there's blades right there. Extreme close-up. Do you want to see this? I'm so afraid my fingers are going to fall off. Can you imagine doing these by hand?
It would take forever.
Even manually.
I would quit. So I'm glad we got this. I definitely probably wouldn't do this if I did not have this awesome machine here. And I still feel really good about that size.
Please get your hand back. Can we please put the cover back on?
No! That's no fun. All right, so we're gonna put this over here and we're gonna get our trays, which are right here. So these are the 12 trays that we have. We're gonna switch these out. And we're gonna start putting these on trays as we're cutting apples. So do you want to cut apples or do you want to?
I'll cut apples with the cover on it.
Okay, I don't care.
How are you loading that in there?
So what you do is you drop an apple in and make sure the holes are pointing.
Oh, like top to bottom?
Yeah, top is touching there and bottom's touching there.
And we will make a much better video once we get this down.
Yeah, once we know what we're doing and we're good at it.
We got a high quality one, because there ain't one on the internet.
All right, then get your other pan.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and knock these out and we'll show you what we got once we get a tray loaded.
I don't want to knock it.
So right now, Holly's setting to preheat the oven and make sure everything's good. I've got what, 3 racks here. Working on my 4th. Looks like we're gonna have to cut a couple more apples, but I wanted to make sure we were good. I'm putting all the ugly pieces up here, and I'm just gonna do those for us, just to, do taste tests so we don't eat the good product, so that we know if the other stuff is good. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now. And also, I'm sure the kids would want this stuff because they're my kids and they love fruit. So
What I love is that this recipe book is in Celsius.
oh, it's in Celsius. Love
Everything's
that.
in Celsius. There is nothing on here that I can, so I'm having to Google it. about.
That stinks. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing.
All languages.
Well, if we would all just go to the metric system like the entire world and the USA didn't have to be so prima donna about their measurement systems, we would all be on the same thing. We should have learned kilometers and Celsius in school.
Little
This is
soapbox.
absolutely ridiculous.
Little soapbox right there.
It makes me so mad that I was taught the wrong way to do everything. Literally, only America uses this crap.
And then that's another tray. So that's number 4. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and cook the thin ones too, as just like a test to see which thickness I like better, because we might actually like it better than what it gives us. Like, these are so pretty. I love that
6 to 9 hours, so we'll shoot for 8.
Okay.
6 hours, because they have like a 1/4 of an inch or a 1/8 inch on here, which is like super thin.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should go up in the time for the
Yeah.
1/8 inch. Well, that should push it up to the 9 hours, because it says either 1/4 to 1/8 inch. So
Yeah,
that
let's
should
do
make it
9
up to
hours.
9 hours.
Let's do a test at 9 hours.
9 hours at 140 degrees, which is 60 degrees Celsius.
Sure.
What is 60 degrees Celsius?
140 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yep.
Metric system.
But honestly, we've been doing this for what, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? Okay, you go potty. We've probably been working for, like, actually working for less than 30 minutes. And
Buddy, what are you doing?
We have to go pee. Go to that one.
the only problem with this setup, this is right outside my son's room, and it is bedtime for them. They're supposed to be in bed.
Well, the dehydrator itself isn't loud.
Yeah, the dehydrator itself is actually really quiet. Like, it's running right now. Can y'all hear it? I mean, I hear a
Except
fan.
when you put the time on, then it beeps every time.
Yeah, but
And the
that's
color's
only
loud.
that's only a that's only a little bit of it.
I like the star shape.
I know, isn't that pretty? Where the seeds were at. I think that's really cool. Some of these, like this one, has a little bit of a dark spot around it. So I've just been cutting those out. We're gonna get like a hole punch or something. That's where the little end cap goes, and it just makes it look a little ugly. And I'm gonna try to find something to make it where I can cut. Like, that's me cutting it out, so it's not horrible, but it's just not as pretty as I want it to be. So if we get like a little punch or something, I can be able to. I love this knife, by the way, but just be able to knock that out a little bit cleaner. Because like right here, I don't want to cut that out because the tail spots there. I would love to just have like a little hole punch where it is a perfect thing.
I'll get something in the toilet again.
What happened?
Toilet's messed up again.
Our son puts stuff in the toilet a lot. It's not okay. I'm gonna go work on that after I get these apples cleaned. So I'll show you what it looks like when we start to load it.
All right, this is preheating.
Nice and toasty in there.
Oh yeah. Looks like on the inside. We're putting the thinner slices at the top and the bottom because we don't know how well it's going to go. Just taking some odds and ends and just making sure we have every little piece in there. Aren't they pretty? I mean, that one's got a really pretty shape on it.
These are the longer ones. Let's go to the runts.
Just filler pieces. We want to use every part of the apple so that way we know we're using all we can. So we calculated up, we have this many apples left out of 2 bags. Every bag is 10 apples. So we've used about 14 apples. Should fill up this
Oh wow.
oven. Oh no, oh no.
We have a whole tray.
All right, so 15 apples. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
It's 1.5, so go ahead and do 2 apples.
Get over there, I can't do it.
I know. I'm gonna put these on. 30 seconds ain't gonna make a big difference on those.
Or not.
Just leave the door open.
Yeah. So that's 16 apples, you would say?
I'm thinking pretty close to it.
This is the second.
It's a little shot. It's about a pound and a half because these are 5 pound apple bags. So we're looking pretty close to.
How pretty that is. Yeah, that's literally the loudest part of this entire endeavor is the slicer. Mm-hmm. So once we get all those sliced up, it's pretty quiet.
But that slicer is going to save us so much time. Like literally, look. Could you imagine trying to do this many apples by hand?
I wouldn't want to.
Oof, no.
And because my husband is a prepper, this can also be manual. So if we ever had to go and do this without electricity, we need to cut up something.
Always thinking ahead.
Always, not just a hat rack, that one. Right there.
Speaking of hat racks, we were in a hurry and totally forgot to do our
What?
hair nets and gloves.
Well, these are our demo batches, so they won't go to any customers, real customers. All right, as you notice, we did not have our gloves on and we did not have hair nets on. I did pull my hair back. He does have a hat on, but since this is pretty much our like demo batch, we're just going to be trying to figure out how it looks and what to do. And this isn't really going to like specific customers yet. It'll probably just be family and friends. So we will do the correct things next time. But for right now, this is what we're doing.
Oh.
Okay.
So out of 2 apples, we were able to leave that much. So there's a little bit left over, but not a ton.
Oh. That is not straight.
What happened?
Whoa, man. No, he did it again.
What am I doing? Oh no. Where'd
What
that
have you
fall from?
done?
How did that fall?
Where did that
it
come
fall?
from? Oh, right there. Oh my lord.
We're noobs. We're noobs. Okay. I feel good about it.
What it looks like, so let's close it.
And we'll see you in 9 hours. All right, we're officially done. Holly's doing the cleanup here. And after that, we're done for tonight. The only thing that's gonna suck about this is if we have a ton of orders come in, we need more machines. All right, so we are officially done. Everything's cleaned. I put all the fruit up here because the biggest issue we're gonna have with this business is my son loves fruit. The boy's gonna be trying to get in this fruit all the time. I caught him today with 2 apples, and we bought our apples stay over here. This is not your fruit, and he wants these apples because they're pretty and shiny. So he's been all about those apples all day. That's gonna be our biggest issue, is keeping him out of the inventory. He might be our biggest customer, but I'm pretty excited about it. I just don't know how to price this stuff. This is gonna take 9 hours for this, and I don't know if this is gonna be a full bag. I don't know, like, if this is, like, I don't know. So I'm intrigued to figure out how to price things, to figure out if it's gonna be worth our money, and how many machines we're gonna have to have in order to keep up with inventory. It's gonna be a very big journey. Those are my 2 biggest questions. Is 9 hours for that many apples going to be able to pay off? So that's the big question. I don't know. So we're going to figure it all out as we go. We're going to make some money on it no matter what. It might not just be a huge profit margin, but the beauty of it is we worked an hour to fill up the whole thing. So maybe an hour. I mean, no, it's 9:40. We probably worked 30 minutes actually to fill up that container. So 30 minutes and then 9 hours of the machine working, because we're not doing anything. So, like, yeah, it takes up electricity. Yeah, it takes up time. But we're not having to do anything. That's something we got to keep in mind. So that's not too bad. Honestly, the prep of it all is not too bad. If we can get things rolling where all we have to... where all we have to do is spend 30 minutes getting ready, and we can plan it out where we do 2 loads a day, I think we're going to be okay, especially if this is like 2 or 3 bags full. I don't know how much it's going to be. I'm hoping that it's 3 bags full, but I don't know. So if it's 3 bags full, the guy who I kind of got this idea from sells his bags for $25 to $35, depending on the fruit. So we're going to try those out, see what happens. So I'm thinking these bags will probably be like $25 a piece. So if we can get 90 to $100 per load, I think it'll be worth it. Because then you got the time for the machine and everything. And then if we get another machine, once we sell enough. So yeah, I think my main goal is to get enough. I don't know what we're going to do. So it might be pre-sales or something like that. Like we figure out how many people want something and then start making it as we get it in. But then if we get a ton in all at once, how far behind are we going to be? Because like we said, we're only spending the money that we have. We only have $600 put into this. So I don't know. Going to be interesting. Definitely going to learn a lot. Margins and profit and things like that are going to be the biggest thing because we spent $90 on all this fruit. So I spent $90 to buy all this fruit here. So we'll see how long or how much we can market $90 worth of fruit for. So hopefully we can put, turn $90 into a couple $100 and then buy some more fruit with that money and just keep doing it that way. But with us spending, I think 52 tonight, we've only got like $50-$60 left. So we could buy $60 worth of fruit. So if we got like a bag that's almost empty, we could probably buy a couple more bags of those fruits in order to fill those out. But I think the main thing is going to be trying to sell what we have here for a profit and then buying more with what we just bought. Because we can't buy a whole bunch of fruit up front unless we go spark some more and get some more money in. So I don't know if that's something we're going to have to look at doing or what. But we're started. We're here. I don't know. Yeah, that's something we're going to have to sit down and talk about tomorrow. That's what tomorrow's video is going to be about, is figuring out how much apples go into a bag and making sure we got our numbers right, making sure 9 hours is right at 140 degrees, and just kind of go through there and figure that out. So if those things are good and these apples actually fill up a bag pretty good, I feel pretty confident that this is going to be able to turn over a lot, especially if we can do 2 loads a day and just keep this machine running 2 times a day. We'll find out. So tomorrow I'm going to do pears because I don't want my pears to go bad. Pears always go bad within like 3 or 4 days on me. So I'm going to do the pears tomorrow so that the pears don't go bad, and maybe mango tomorrow night just to test and see how that goes. Mango's going to be interesting because I don't know how we're going to slice it because you got to peel mango. So that one might be a little extra on the end to figure out how to do that. I don't know. I'm just rambling, but like oranges are going to be easy. Limes take a little bit extra because you have to cut each end. Limes and lemons take a little bit extra because you have to cut the ends off to make them go into the machine more even. Apples were cake. Apples were really easy, and I feel like oranges are going to be the same as long as we can keep the end to end perfectly lined up. And if we can do that without having to cut any end off or something like that, I think we're going to be golden. Yeah. If you can think of any other fruits or anything else that we should do, let us know in the comments because I'm super excited about this journey. I think this is going to be really good. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video here because I'm just kind of rambling. I've got a lot of thoughts going on in my mind as this is just running. I'm going to have to write them all down on paper tomorrow and just figure out what we got. And see, man, if I would love for this to be able to be where it's like 2 bags for $30 a piece. And if it's $60 every load on apples, then and I don't know. So I'm going to stop talking because I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. So, guys, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Hey, do work, do more. Let's go. We're starting businesses. We're doing things around here.